Hello and welcome back to the Shotcut video editing tutorial series. In this episode I'm just going to walk you through exporting your video after you've done whatever you want to it, and after this episode we're going to get into actual video editing, so the fun stuff. So here I've brought a couple of things into my playlist like I showed you how to do in the last video, and I'm going to drag them in my timeline. So let's put the video there, and let's just put the audio here. Just remove this. So after you've done whatever you want to video, simply click up here on the export tab. It'll open this window. It'll probably be here, but I like mine here. So then, there's a couple of things to take into note here. But if you're making YouTube videos, then I would just suggest selecting the YouTube option here. You can create your own custom one, which you can do by clicking whichever. So click YouTube and clicking the advanced button here, and this will open all the properties. So I'm going to talk you through all of these properties. If you don't want to see this, I'll put a timestamp up on the screen because I don't know how long this video is going to be, but it should be pretty short. So resolution, pretty simple. The resolution of the final video. I'll leave either a file or just a table of video resolutions in the description if you want to check that out. But the main ones I suggest you use are 1920 by 1080, which is 1080p, and 3840 by 2160. That's 4K. They're the two I'd suggest you use. So 1920 by 1080 and 3840 by 2160. But I'll leave an entire file or table in the description. Next, the aspect ratio. I would just leave this as 16 by 9, as you don't really want to mess with this. Frames a second, which is just the frame rate. I'd suggest either 60, 30 or 24 for respective things. Scan mode, leave on progressive. Field order you won't be able to mess with. Deinterlacer, Yadif temporal for spatial. Interpolation bilinear, I leave it on. Make sure parallel processing is on. If you can't enable it, don't worry. Codec, I use, where is it? Oh, it's already selected. I just use it on, that Labex 264. Rec control, quality based VBR. The quality, I leave it, I don't mess with these settings that much. The GOP, around 15 frames. The B frames around 2. Audio, make sure that's on stereo. Or if you want surround sound, make sure it's on 6. Sample rate, this is going to be based on your microphone and what you recorded the audio in. So currently in Audacity I'm recording at 44,100 Hz, so I will set this to 44,100 Hz. Codec, this could be anything. I like to leave it on AAC. I leave this on average bitrate and leave that at the default. That's not the default, but okay. If you want to completely just get rid of all the audio in your video, click this checkbox. And other, I'll copy these into the description. I'm not sure if these are the default, but I do remember changing these at some point. And because everybody seems to have complaints about Shotcut exporting being really slow. But these settings here, these extra settings, these seem to make it quite a bit quicker. Then timeline, make sure it's from timeline, make sure that's selected. Format, MP4 I'd suggest. And there you go, simple as that. Simply click export file. Name it whatever you want. However, depending on your file extension, make sure you type, so this is an MP4 file, make sure you type .mp4 at the end of it. This way, Windows will, or your operating system will actually recognize the file as a video file. If you do not put that, you won't be able to play and you'll have to download VLC or something else to play it. With this, as long as you put the extension at the end, you'll be able to play on anything. And then click, choose your directory where you're going to save it. I'm going to change it to my videos and click save. And it'll come up in its jobs tab, and just wait for it to finish. I'll speed this up. Okay, now that's finished, and you'll know it's finished by the little green arrow and the blue bar filling up the entire thing, entire name. Then to view your video, open your file explorer. Drag it here so you can see it. Go to where you saved it, videos, and there it is. It's probably a bit loud. Yes, it will. There you go. The video is exported. I think I have. I'll put desktop audio on. That will be a bit of a jump in audio, but don't worry. I'll try and jump it down. So there you go. There's your video exported, and you can put it on YouTube, put it on a memory stick, whatever you want. So there you go. Simple as that. So, as I said in the last video, in the next one we're going to talk about, well, we're going to start getting onto actual video editing. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.